my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Libra for the month of July 2023. I hope all my Libra friends are doing great. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we do have the Two of Swords clarified by the Ten of Swords. In the challenging position, we have the Page of Wands clarified by the Eight of Swords. In the present position, we have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Hanged Man. And to round it all off, in the future outcome position, we do have the Three of Cups clarified by the Seven of Cups. So let's get right into this spread. In the past position, you do have the Two of Swords, which tells me that in the past you had a rather difficult decision you had to make because the choices available to you were really not that great. So you had to stay calm, you had to look at different elements, you had to kind of figure out what is the best way to proceed. And of course, it did give you quite a bit of anxiety because you obviously did not want to fail. However, it is important to recognize that, sometimes, when we're going through a difficult situation, we're experiencing turmoil on the inside, we're experiencing anxiety, we're not sure how to make the decision because the options available are not really that great. It's important to remember that you did the best that was presented to you. You did the best with what was available to you at the same time. You did not know everything about that particular situation, because we do have the crescent moon here on the card, signifying that there was some element that you weren't aware of, because the moon usually comes out and is associated with secrets and kind of deception a little bit as well. Now in the challenging position, you do have the Page of Wands clarified by the Eight of Swords. So definitely there's some sort of a situation or circumstance where you're lacking in experience, because the Page of Wands, if you had enough experience, you would have had a King of Wands or a Queen of Wands. But the Page of Wands, he's still a page. He's not on the same level of experience and understanding and power as the Kings of Tarot and Queens of Tarot. And so when you have the page, definitely there's some sort of inexperience that is working kind of against you in this particular situation. You're also, maybe feeling like there's not enough guidance for you in which direction to move. And so as you go through life and as you acquire more and more experience, the direction becomes easier, and that experience guides you, unbelievably well. So it's one of those things where you lacked the experience, but now you are gaining ground with that. You also have the Eight of Swords in the clarifying position, which tells me that you did feel hurt a little bit by the situation. Sometimes we in life find ourselves in situations where we're not really sure what to do. We understand that things aren't going in the right direction, but we're not really sure what to do or how to handle it because there's not as much experience that we have in that particular circumstance. So it's important to remember that there are people out there that you can rely on. There are people out there that you can kind of get in contact with. It can provide you with a different perspective, because what this combination really needs is a shift in your perspective, dear Libra. And I think that the Hanged Man is actually going to bring you that necessary shift, so you're able to see the situation or the circumstances from a different angle, and that angle will show you a lot more advantages and obviously disadvantages that you haven't noticed or were aware of before. Now, the Six of Pentacles in the present position is definitely about giving and receiving. You may be giving your time or energy to someone who really needs it. You may also be receiving time and energy from someone who is able to give it to you, and as a result, to make your life easier. The Six of Pentacles is that vibration of generosity. It's that vibration of kindness, and I think that you're really going to enjoy experiencing it in the month of July, because it's going to give you a little bit of a break from having to spend too much time in your head being analytical and thinking too much. Because remember, when you think, you distance yourself from reality, so you have to countermeasure that with not thinking. And so the Hanged Man definitely is saying that, there's a sacrifice being made, either by you or someone that you really, really care about. And that is going to change the situation in such a way that you're going to feel easier to, breathe. You're going to feel easier to move forward and achieve, your dreams and your goals, and have that progress that is very much needed. You also have the Three of Cups in the future outcome position, which is a great card because it's a great card of celebration and people coming together and, hanging out together, experiencing joy, laughing. The Three of Cups is definitely a card of just having fun, and allowing yourself to hang loose and just kind of laugh at things and enjoy things with your friends, with your neighbors, with people that kind of matter to you. But you do have the Seven of Cups in the clarifying position, which definitely tells me that there may be some connections that are not as deep as you would like them to be. The Seven of Cups is a card of illusions. It's a card of kind of wasting time, basically, because a person is unable to make a choice. So he's kind of looking at this, at that. Oh, what should I choose? I don't know. And so, be careful with too much distraction from your goals. Be careful with too much distraction from your values. Be careful with too much distraction from what you need to accomplish and the progress that you need to have, because you ultimately know the right choice. There's not a whole lot of right choices, because we are, as meaningful human beings, we generally focus on one or two things. And when you die, you generally remember one or two things that you're really, really proud of. Remember, it's important to be aware of. Usually when people say, when people are asked, what are you proud of? They usually say children, right? My children, my child, my daughter, my son. That's the one thing that I got right. Because who knows what else I got right. So it's important to remember that no matter how you try to seem put together and everything, ultimately it's only one or two things that truly matter. For some people, it's a career that was built over many decades. For others, it was giving back and changing lives for the better. Whatever it may be, but usually it's one or two things. So the card of the Seven of Cups is it looks really nice, but it is very deceiving. receiving. So, pay attention to who you're spending time with and who you are celebrating with. And the choices that you are making when it comes to your time, because your life force energy is finite. But let's see what we can clarify with the energy oracle card that I pulled. And we've got money coming in, door to value. See all these dollar bills flying in. Definitely there is an opportunity, a possibility. There's some kind of generosity, but you will be receiving money because the door is open and the resources are coming through. Let's also see what the ancestor and angel oracle card has for us. And we have the spirit fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Definitely foxes are very clever. They use their kind of sneakiness and cleverness in order to enhance their position, in order to advance their position. So make sure you use that to your advantage. Be like a fox. Be thinking cleverly like a fox, because that will help you kind of gain more footing in terms of resources, in terms of stability and security in a financial sense, if you will. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Libra. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.